Good evening, and this evening we're joined by new signing from Banbury United, Greg Kaziboni. Good evening, Greg.
How you doing? You alright?
Thank you for your time. I know Greg's literally just come out of training drills, dripping with sweat, so really appreciate you taking the time out of it. So thank you for that. So first of all, Greg, welcome to Tamworth FC from Lambs Media, and probably from all the viewers as well. And you obviously liked what you saw last season because you decided to join us.
I did, yeah.
Tell us how the move came about from Banbury to Tamworth.
I played against Tamworth a few games, and I scored a few goals. And as it happens, at the end of the season, phones are going off, managers are calling players. And I remember the gaffer here, Andy, getting on the phone, and he's like, "Look, I've seen some videos, I've seen clips. I spoke to a few managers about you. How would you like to come down?" And at the time I had a few other things that were pending in the pipeline, but speaking to Andy, just his passion really, his idea, his vision, his goals kind of sold me, and I thought, yeah, do you know what, I like what he's saying, and I'll jump on board with that.
Yeah, he's an infectious character, isn't he, Greg?
Definitely. When you're around him, he's got a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm, and when you're around him, it's hard not to kind of get caught into it all. But so it's just mainly him pressing me, pushing me, telling me what he wanted to do. It sounded good, so I thought, why not?
Yeah, of course it's a big club at Tamworth as well, so it could be maybe considered a bit of a step up. But a big crowd to play in front of as well.
Yeah, definitely. Around here, Tamworth, it's a big club with a big history. No disrespect to Banbury, but also I'd played there, done well. But for me, I do consider it, although it's the same league, but I do consider myself to be a big club. And hopefully the aim is to get Tamworth back where they belong.
14 goals last season, possibly 15, and a Julius one in there as well. And no disrespect to Banbury, they were quite high up in the league at one point, but a mid-table side with the point deduction. So not a bad return really, 14 goals off the week.
It was a good season for me personally. I had been injured out of the game for a few years. I had a bad injury. I was out of the game for about 2 years, so last season was my first season playing every week regularly, and I did enjoy it. And to get, the aim is a winger, you sort of want to get in that double figures area, and to do that, and I scored some pretty good goals against top opposition. So from a personal point of view, it wasn't bad. I still think I could have done better, but we go again.
Yeah, absolutely. It was important that after the injuries that you mentioned, that you got some game time, you got some regular playing time out on the pitch, and the goals were a bonus, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's not easy being injured, but sometimes in football it's just your turn, isn't it? So it was good just to be out on the pitch, and for me the goals last season were a bonus, but I still think there's plenty in the tank, and I'm getting into my stride. So hopefully I can do the same and better again. Yeah,
hopefully we'll see the best of you here at Tamworth. You've played at Banbury last season obviously, but where did football start for you, Greg?
I'm from Northampton, that's where I've always lived. So it was just, I played for Northampton, they were in the league, I think League One at the time, and I just went from like under 16 sort of level, all the way up into the first team. Then after that, got released from there and sort of worked my way down the league. So, but Northampton Town really is where it all started for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you've been in and around this Tamworth squad now for the last 3 weeks in training.
Yeah.
Where do you think we're at as a squad at the moment?
The squad is looking good. Considered, compared to other squads I've been, there's a lot of hunger, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of depth. And I think it's a season that, from my point of view, it's looking good. I like the faces I'm seeing. The lads are competitive, the lads are hungry, and then the gaffer is also chomping at the bit to get us going. So, from my point of view, it's looking good, it's looking strong, yeah.
And there's been a big emphasis on not just signing players in terms of names, but also the right profile, as Andrew would say. So they have to have the right hunger, the desire, but also the mental attributes to go with things as well, and be good in the changing room as well.
Definitely. Like I said, the energy is good, it's positive. The lads are nice to each other. There's no one rubbing in on the wrong way, and everyone here is hungry. We want to win. We've looked at the league, we're looking at the other teams, and everyone seems to be pushing in the right direction.
Great stuff. So, onto your career as a whole now, Greg. What would be your favourite, or your, should we say, your most memorable moment so far in your career?
I'm trying to think. Do you know what? It's probably playing as a young. It was probably making my debut at the age of 17 for Northampton Town, playing in the league. Played away at Gillingham. I think it's Priestfield is called the stadium.
Yes.
In front of a few thousand. So it was on a Tuesday night. I was about 17. That was probably one of the biggest highlights. I think.
From what I remember, the stadium is similar to the Lamb, where the stand's very close to the pitch there, isn't it? So you've got all those boys that are 17 years old.
Yeah.
It must have been quite nerve-wracking, but exciting as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's a thing where, as a young lad, when you go through the ranks from like an under 16s level, it is kind of the top of the mountain. You want to represent the first team, you want to play. So to be able to do that at that age, for me, it was, I'd say that's probably the highlight of my career.
Okay. Now, when we catch up with players like this, Greg, what we like to do is to ask them if they have any pre-match rituals or superstitions.
I think I'm fairly superstitious, but subconsciously. So there's things I'll do the same, all the time.
Right.
Like in the warm-up, I don't tie my shoelace. I don't know why, but when I put my boots on to warm up, I never tie my shoelace. I always leave them undone. And it's just a thing for me.
You imagine the grief that you would get off Andrew and Gaz if you tripped over your shoelaces and injured yourself in a pre-match.
I know, but it's just I've always done it. I don't know why. I think I did it once, and I remember scoring 2 goals that game, and I've just always done it since.
Could you just make us a little promise that maybe you'll tuck them in at least, even if you don't tie them up?
Yeah, I'll do that for you guys.
Good man, thank you. What would constitute success for you, Greg, this season?
I don't think there's any secret that Tamworth want to get out of this league. For me as a player, I've had successes, but it would be great to have a success as a team. So I would say outright, we need, whether it's to win the league or do it through the playoffs, but we need to get out of this league, and we need, we need that promotion. So for me, that would count as success.
Okay. And what about personally? Where would your goals be? Maybe assists or goals scored, that kind of thing.
For me personally, as an attacking player, goals is your job. So for me, I'd like to see myself getting around the double figures mark. But as much as I want to be personally successful, it's all about the team. So if I'm scoring goals and we're winning games and I'm assisting others, as long as the team's moving in the right direction and we stay on course for, to get that promotion, that's what it's all about. But I would like to see myself get that sort of past the double figure stage. Mm-hmm. And I've got 14, 15 goals last year, so I would like to see myself getting the 20, 25s mark, who knows. But yeah, hopefully we can make it happen.
Good stuff. Well, I'm sure we'll catch up again later in the season and we'll review some of the things that we've said tonight.
Okay.
As far as tonight's concerned, thank you for your time. We'll let you get back to your session.
Thank you very much.
I know I did save you from all that running, but you have to get back to it now.
I've got to get back to it now. But yeah, nice to meet you guys.
And viewers, of course, you can catch everything that we put up on YouTube if you subscribe. So please remember to hit the subscribe button. It is free, so don't be scared by the word subscribe. And you can catch everything, as I say, that we put up. Thank you for watching.